You start off with when, which turns into if, which turns into on the off chance, which turns into in the unlikely event. And then you've got not yet, and then no period, and then... And then it just didn't happen. Because sometimes things just don't happen. This is the site of an investigation. It is a document of time. The finished work is made of simple elements. It is brutal and it is beautiful. It is brutal and it is beautiful. My brain is a biophysical entity, and I want to keep it warm and safe. Fill your synapses with joy and happy memories, and resist the hegemony. You see, they pulled a fast one on all of us here now, lads, you know. They made the service work fierce, precarious, and then managed to... It was a serious year. Every day I wore a tie. I'm looking for people on the moon eating biotech. Artificial photosynthesis. Acceleration is now the sole permitted mode. The last remaining threads of the social safety net snap as billionaires purchase super yachts and land in New Zealand. Money constructed from pure math courses through the economic system, producing new species of destitution and so-called wealth. Clear the way. Clear the way. Branagh Abu, Fletcher Abu, Milo Abu, Luke Abu, Tony Abu, Amnon Abu, Pauline Abu, Marion Abu. You have felt shame clawing at your soul until you thought it would kill you. Break over them like the sea! Break over them like the sea! Breaks over Mizzenhead! Breaks over Mullenhead! Breaks over Dunbarhead! Window and light streamed in. She felt like a clump of moss on the warmest, kindest stone, placed at the heart of the universe. Wife of Susan, wife of Yatsek, husband of Amico, daughter of Lachlan, brother of Fear, son of Scott. Break over them like the sea! Break over them like the sea! Breaks over Mizzenhead, breaks over Mallenhead, breaks over Dunmorehead. When I say I was smashing all the pictures, in reality, I was simply removing them from the wall and casting them down onto the floor. I smashed all the pictures with a tired hopelessness. it is not as exciting as it sounds. As I smashed all the pictures, I was crying. And while I was crying, I was screaming. The crying and the screaming occurred with such force and so ceaselessly. It was as if it were an operation carried out upon me by a third party. You need to do is give me 200 of their likes. Then I know them better than the romantic girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. I just need 200 of the likes. That's all I need. So that's one of the 200 that I need. And now I know they like people being married. What do they like? The social institution, the trees and the lemonade? Because who likes this shit? What you have to understand is that I was standing on one of those pressure-sensitive mats that triggered the hotel doors to open. And as we're standing there, and you know, what I thought was just going to be a hug has gone horribly wrong, and he's trying to, you know, kiss me, and I'm trying to sort of fight him off. The hotel doors are opening and closing and opening and had stayed alive. We had repaired ourselves. We had repaired ourselves. There was a gentleness about him. A gentleness in the way he dealt with people. A gentleness in the way he folded cloth or buttered a slice of bread for you late at night. There was the possibility in his presence that we might take his lead and somehow be okay. That in the end, all that is ever missing, all that ever will be missing is gentleness. We must repair ourselves. How we repair ourselves. There's an artificial intelligence which makes Jackson Pollock paintings. You know, the ones with the splatters. So now you can buy new Pollocks, which he never painted. Paintings the AI has extrapolated from the pre-existing data. So the deal is that you can have a Jackson Pollock at home in your house. You can place a small wooden bench in front and sit there contemplating it. You can slip into MoMA on a gloomy February afternoon and hope that the act of looking at paintings, the act of being witnessed as someone who is transformed by art, would be enough for someone to notice you and intervene in your life. And there was that one time a stranger took your hand to comfort you. they're the ones floating in the... You know, you've got the marine microplastics. They're the ones floating in the lakes and rivers and oceans and so forth. And then you've got the airborne microplastics. You know, they're the ones that we're all basically inhaling as we go about our daily lives. But the ones that I'm very concerned about are the microplastics that are already present in the bodies of everybody in this room. You know, thousands of tiny particles of plastic penetrating our cell walls as we speak. And you know, that shit's on me, but it's also on you. It's basically on all of us. And you know, it's basically not to the point where water, you know, like water, which is the basis of all life, like we've turned water into our dangerous friend. Like it's our dangerous friend now. It's biology. It's just biology. It's cells dividing. It's entropy. And this idea that we can solve all our problems simply by going to Mars, that we won't simply export the problems we already have to another planet. You know, we live in a time where we have space billionaires claiming Mars as their birthright, where we have NASA setting out horizon goals for landings within only a few years. And we have to ask ourselves, are we going to allow ourselves to, you know, wreck another planet simply because it's too exciting not to? My horizon goal is a surface landing. My horizon goal is a surface landing. You need really good AI, really decent psychological AI to be able to send people to Mars. There's a 45-minute delay in communication, otherwise people in crisis can't deal with that. My horizon goal is a surface landing. My horizon goal is a surface landing. The journey to Mars begins with 3 thresholds. 1, Earth dependent. 2, proving ground. And 3, Earth independent. Each journey features increasing challenges, increasing hardships, and increasing sacrifices as humans move away from Earth, as we journey farther than we have ever ventured into the known universe. My horizon goal is a surface
Ray Kurzweil, the director of engineering at Google, wants to bring back his deceased father using artificial intelligence. Any clue if this is true? How does he propose it would be possible? I've heard Ray talk about having nanobots scan the brain's neural connections so that a brain can be simulated on a computer. And I'm assuming that he means bringing back a relatively accurate AI rather than a clone. Using quantum archaeology, you treat a person as a data set at a defined point in space-time, then seek to accurately describe that point and reconstruct them. Kurzweil takes about 150 supplements a day to prolong his life, including a whole stack of nootropics. We're talking coenzyme Q10, DHEA, acetyl L-carnitine, resveratrol, fish oil beta-glucans. We're talking a whole range of bioregulators, pills to extend the length of your telomeres, bilberry extract, L-theanine, Geroprotect ageless cell supplements. The best simulation of a loved one through AI, based only on memory, would be to the extent that we can already simulate someone, like a parent we've lost, in our dreams. We already have the technology to do this in our heads. We do it all the time. So, just take a nap, bro. Just take a nap and sweet dreams. Da